Peace. This is a Meat and Potato Sorcery production starring myself, the Warrior Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is unequally yoked. Now, a lot of people may be familiar with this term because it's very prevalent, and it comes from 2 Corinthians 6:14. And basically what this means is that if you are a bad match in a marriage or a business relationship or just a friendship, there is going to be a parting of the ways, and it may not be amicable. So I remember a long time ago, I was involved with somebody and they had raw magical ability. Let the Kobe Bryant of magic cook. So she had the ability to manipulate chakras and pull out certain toxins. And she was just having a conversation with me. It's like, yeah, I could have been a Reiki practitioner back in the day. And she said, I just had this ability to reconfigure chakras. And I'm like, but the reason that she never owned her abilities is because she came from a history of abuse. Like her husband at the time, very abusive gentleman. And she showed me the article. It was in the paper and everything, where he literally tried to like slit her throat. But I think that when you come from a dysfunctional family, it's easier, unfortunately, to put up with domestic violence. And one day, the Kobe Bryant of magic went out for a power walk. I'm exercising. I come back. She gets a hold of one of my grimoires. And when I say it was some stuff in there, I'm not even going to lie to you. It was some stuff in there. If I was in a conservative state like Oklahoma, Alabama, the judge just would have been like, you know what? Check this out. This is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you 10 years, the end, plenty of time for you to convert to Islam and lift weights. So that's how that would have worked out. So the moral of that story, that particular one, is that you can't be involved with a person that comes with so much trauma, and whether it be like sexual abuse and all that. No, it's not their fault. But if they're not doing shadow work and they have raw magical ability, what's going to end up happening is that they'll lash out on the astral plane, or they'll have a parasite that wants to attach itself to them. So what ends up happening magically is that certain spirits that are protective of you, they're going to have you spend less and less time at the house, except when you're going to sleep. So that's something to really think about. The other thing is that sometimes spirits will bring you together based on a need. Like if you're about to get evicted from your house, or there's a possibility you may be homeless or become homeless, they'll have someone come into your life to help you get through that, because it's hard to practice magic when you're going through stuff. So they'll have that. Now, here's the dangers of that, is that person will bring you together, but they don't have an interest in magic at all. So that means that you have to really conceal a lot of activities that you engage in. Or let's say they do know a little bit about magic, and this is a very dangerous individual right here, besides the person with raw magical ability. That is a person that's a dabbler, because what ends up happening is that they lack motivation when it comes to becoming skilled at magic, at sorcery. So they end up picking your brain, and it just ends up draining you. Basically, you're just a battery. What about this? What about that? This, that, and the other. They're not doing any type of magic, so it ends up tiring you out. And one more thing, and this is something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, is the person that engages in sex magic, but they're swingers. Now, what you do in your bedroom, yes, that's your business. The only thing, though, if you are swinging and you dealing with all these different people, you're taking on what? You're taking on their good points and their bad points. So if you don't know how to transmute that energy, you end up burning your temple out. Makes no difference if you male, female, bi, curious, whatever. You end up burning your temple out. So if you're going to be unequally yoked, it is going to show eventually, no matter what. So what you can do as a precaution measure, You should do a love ritual if you're really with somebody that's just as skilled as you, but if not better. You do a love ritual, you could do one with Aphrodite, Venus, or Zuli. It doesn't matter. You could take some rituals, y'all create your own sigil and your own ritual and do things that will fortify the relationship so you won't become unequally yoked. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.